It's your friend the Wren back again. I want to apologize in advance if you hear some random chaos in the background. It's my neighbors. Yes, it's late, but they like to mm, let their children run wild. So let's forgive them. They are acting the maggot, as you would say in Ireland, acting the maggot. Maybe I should start the show like I normally used to, with a Giagui agus filter rodisteach, is Misha Drolin an Will Tugama. So today, this evening, if you will, the right now, you watching this, I wanted to take the time to give you my personal insight into picking apart the Lord's Prayer from a sort of metaphysical stance. This is not against religion. This is not a religious video. This is not knocking the prayer. This is not anything negative, if you want to attach that term, to what I will be sharing. What I'm sharing is universal. When I say the Lord's Prayer, historically, there's lots of evidence to suggest that it's not Jesus's prayer. It's not Yeshua's prayer. That, John the Baptist, his cousin, this was his prayer before. But this video is not about history. It's not a lecture. This is my personal interpretation, me sharing what this metaphysical breakdown of the Lord's Prayer could be, if you would think of it as such, or unite with it, resonate with this energy exchange that we're about to have. So this is for everybody. And we're going to go line by line. We're going to dive as deep as I can right now. So please be patient. Our Father, who art in heaven. Okay? So immediately we're addressing our Father, the Lord, God, with a capital G, generative source, creation, the Creator. We could even remove gender here. Not Father. Just consciousness. Just awareness. Just oneness. The all that is. Okay? Our Creator, who art in heaven. What do we know about heaven or heaven? Heaven. Is the kingdom also not within? It's there, and it's here, and it's right now. It is before you, and you don't see it. Literally everything that you are taking in with your senses is basically a reflection of you. It's God looking back at you. You are projecting it. So our Creator, who art in heaven, isn't it Michelangelo's painting with God reaching out to Adam? Adam's hand is kind of, it's like, draped in a way, where God is the one that's kind of more actively reaching out. And there's, you know, this idea that in that painting that God is mind, God is consciousness, God is awareness. And if you look at the painting the right way, it suggests that, this image is the brain, and God's arm is reaching from the third eye, pointing at Adam. And if you notice that the painting is, all Adam would have to do is literally, literally flinch a finger. That's all we have to do. And if God is mind, that means we reach out and touch within. We get in touch. Hallowed be thy name. Sacred, holy, too sacred to have an utterance. God has no religion. God has no name. The language is love. It is laughter. Thy name is also our name. It is the sacredness of naming. We name our children. We create as our Creator creates. Thy kingdom come. Thy, yours. What was I saying about the kingdom? It is within. The things in your field, this screen, this simulation, you're projecting it from your inside. And it responds to you based on who you are, not what you want, because that's what you lack if you're wanting. So, thy kingdom come. We are coming to the kingdom. We are always within the kingdom. Thy will be done. God's will be done. We must be authentically ourselves by having laser focus, single-minded unity consciousness with our attention on the Creator within. That we are infinite fractals of God. Kind of like in India where they would say namaste or namaskaram. Like, I recognize the divine in you that is also within me. So the will of God could be argued that anything but being authentically yourself with love goes against God. On earth, the mundane, which is actually not mundane, as it is in heaven. As above, so below. On earth, they say that this heart chakra vibrates the same frequency as the earth. I don't know if I take on all of that, but on earth, as it is in heaven, our top chakra. That's outside of the body. You get there through Christ consciousness, Krishna consciousness, whatever you would like to call it. This concept of heaven, like I mentioned in Michelangelo's painting of the mind, but higher mind. The higher mind that's directly always in unity with God, which is consciousness. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us this moment. Give us this right now. Give us this moment, this awareness, this gift of consciousness, this gift of knowing. Give us this day our daily bread. So this day, this now, fill us right now with the daily bread, with our nourishment. Give us this moment today and every day. Sustenance. The bread is sustenance. But let's look at this from something a little bit more alchemical. The bread has to go through a process. What is bread? Bread is grain. It is alive in the field. It is cut down. It is killed. It is sacrificed, insofar to be food, sustenance. Once it's cut, it has to go through another process. Separating the winnow from the chaff. There's a cracking open. It's a destructive process to be broken open, to be separated from the ego-mind identity, from the programs, from the beliefs, from the thoughts, the memories, everything that you're attached to, removed. And once it's done, it goes through a grinding, milling process. It's another process. And then it has to be, other ingredients are added. Yeast. If you know anything about where they got yeast from, they got it from the brewer. They got it from fruits. They got it from wild strains. It was a magical thing that caused the bread to rise, the dough to rise. And then it's baked. It's another process. And then it has to rest before it's cut. Or you'll ruin the crumb. So, this daily bread, it's this process that we go through every day. To realize that we are the grain. We are alive in the field. We are cut down. We are the bread. We are each other. The sustenance that we're asking of God to give us, we give to ourselves through our single-pointed attention upon God, which is always within us. We're never separate from it. It's the source of all things. And forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. When we're asking God to forgive us, it's our ability through our humility and sometimes even humor to forgive ourselves, to not carry with us this baggage of connecting ourselves to our past. It's not who we are. Do you live there right now? Is it happening to you right now? And if it's something that just happened, it's about being self-aware. It's about actively having the free will to not do that thing again. We must forgive ourselves. As we forgive those who trespass against us, as we forgive those other people, there are no other people. There's one being here, seeing through all of our eyes. It wants to be aware of itself. Know thyself. It is the I am. The I am became self-aware. That's what caused reality, consciousness. And it's experiencing its creation, which is everything, simultaneously, right now, through all of us. We're just different expressions of it. And we have some sort of spiritual amnesia because we have all these programs that we're running that we think that we're anything but God. Again, back to the namaskaram. I recognize the divine in you that's also in me. But we forgive those others because we know ourselves that we have to forgive ourselves. And by us forgiving others, they start forgiving themselves, and they forgive others. Lead us not into temptation. We're asking God, the Creator, the Source, and we're asking ourselves internally, that is in direct communion with God, the Source, to lead us not into temptation. What is temptation? Temptation from what? The temptation is distraction. It is social media. It is things in your culture. It's what's on your television. It's anything that takes you out of your flow state. Anything that causes division. Anything that causes division. Religion, politics, all of it. Black versus white. Anything. Anything that causes division is a distraction from who you are, what you are, and where you're from. There's only one being here, wanting to know itself through all of us. So the temptation is our forgetfulness. I like to be reminded of the Excalibur movie with the character Merlin, when he said, "It is the doom of men that they forget." It's true. our forgetfulness, when we get sucked into the mundane, which is not mundane because it's just a reflection of us, and it's, if we're vibrating the frequency right, then we're living in heaven on earth. But it's a distraction. And that's what temptation is. To stay in the distraction, to stay in the matrix, to stay in the simulation. To recognize that there is one, and to actively choose to stay in it and play its games. That's the temptation. You know? Ooh, shiny, buy it. Oh, keeping up with Jones. I got to go here. I got to do this. I got to upgrade everything all the time. Got to get the new phone. Stop it. But deliver us from evil. Let's talk about evil. Deliver us from evil. What is evil? It's the absence of God, which can't exist. So it only exists by your active free will to not recognize it. That you're swimming in it. You're breathing it in. You're hearing it. You're seeing it. And even the illusion of the matrix is also it. Deliver us, from evil. Remove us. Restrict us. Guard us against. Take us away from evil. Which basically is saying, do not be distracted. Have single mind unity consciousness and focus on me. Focus on the Creator. Go within and realize that you are the I am. You are the I am. I am the I am. Where is your attention? Do you keep, getting triggered in traffic? Do you keep repeating the same patterns? Doing the same things at the same time every day, having the same thoughts? Most of them are probably negative for you. Is there an internal monologue? Do you keep jumping between the past and then thinking about the future? These are programs. So that was my metaphysical, somewhat spiritual take on the Lord's Prayer. I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, it could have gone a lot more in depth on some of these themes, but I think that's a good place to leave it for now. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and in the wisest words possible, I will share. Be excellent to each other.